I keep it juicy, juicy. I eat that lunch. She keep that booty.
Hey, what's up? Your girl Gigi here. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Guess what, you guys? We got an episode of Daily Squeeze. I mean, you know what it is, Daily Squeeze. I go get on the internet. We're going to talk about the juicy feat that has been going on this week. And the only two words I can say is Gayle King. Gayle motherfucking King. I got something to say to you, and quite simply put, Gayle King, you done effed up. Sincerely, niggas. Sincerely, all black folks. Like, Gayle, girl, you really shot yourself in the foot with this one. We're gonna be talking about her. We're gonna be talking about this beef with Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj, because these hoes is tweeting each other like they miss each other. And then we're gonna get on this like Gervonte Davis way he chokehold his dang baby mama. He might be going to jail for domestic battery, all that type of shit. But before we get into it, y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to your girl's channel so you can, stay up to date with your girl. And everything else gonna be in the description box. You know what it is. So if you haven't tuned into Daily Squeeze before, basically all it is, I get on the internet for the juice, find out all about the juice, come and talk to you guys about the juice while we sip on some juice. Now I ain't got no juice today because I drank it all before I started doing this video. But I'll be drinking with y'all in spirit, okay? So, nonetheless, let's start with Gayle King. If you haven't seen yet, Gayle King had her interview with Lisa Leslie. And I just got to give a hand clap to Lisa Leslie because she handled that interview like a motherfucking boss, okay? She put Gayle in check. If you ask me, she gave just enough without seeming real defensive. And she put that shit about Kobe she nipped it in the bud, which needed to be happened because Gayle, first of all, I'm going to insert a clip here. If I can find it, I'll insert a clip. And y'all can see, just a little bit that CBS released. But nonetheless, let's start talking about it. So Gayle King, as y'all know, did the interview with Lisa Leslie. She wanted to say it was all about his full career, everything in his entirety. Gayle, had to drop a statement. And in her video, she said, I actually was advised not to say nothing, but that's not good enough. She had no idea that CBS even dropped the clip of her and Lisa Leslie. And she felt like they took it out of context, picked the most salacious part about the interview, and dropped it on the internet. Duh. You've been in this industry for what, 10, 15 freaking years, Gayle. You know that's how it works. And regardless of them dropping that clip, you asked the questions. You knew the conversation that was happening. So why are you so surprised? CBS, the network, they got to pick the most juicy part, put it on the internet because it's all about the what? The dollar bills, y'all. The dollar bills. So Gayle, she sat there and asked like Lisa Leslie about the whole rape accusation. And Lisa straight up said, look, I'm Kobe's best friend. He was my best friend. And from what I know of him, I'm sorry, I don't believe it happened. Not saying it didn't, but from the man that I know, I went out with him plenty of times. He never, pressed upon women. She's like, I've been friends with many, many NBA players who constantly were like, hey, Lisa, grab me that girl. Lisa, tell her to come back with us. Real NBA niggerish type stuff. And she was like, Kobe never was like that. And I just can't understand how Gayle didn't want to try to push and be like, oh, but you're his best friend, so would you not see it? So obviously we know the stance that Gayle takes on this, which is she's leaning towards the side of the victim or the accusee. And if not that, was leaning towards trying to get Lisa Leslie to turn on Kobe. That's, I think, what she was trying to get. Because why would you bring Lisa Leslie, a close friend of his, if you know the only thing she's going to try and say about him is good stuff? The whole point as a journalist is to get that moment, that headlining moment. You keep pushing until the goddamn person cracks and you get the hot TV moment. Gayle, you've been doing this shit for a long time now. And first of all, you need to be looking at your network and side-eyeing the hell out of them, because why didn't they tell you that they even dropped that clip? She even admitted, like, my phone was blowing up. People were like, Gayle, what the hell are you doing? Like, why would you do that? She had no idea. So if you have, I'm assuming you would have a lot of seniority at your network because you've been there for this long-ass time. They didn't even come to you for no type of approval, no input on the clip, no nothing. So that right there should go to tell you how much they even think about you. The fact that you have been there and given them your blood, sweat, and tears, and they can hang you out to dry like that. Now, Black Twitter went on a rampage. Celebrities went on a rampage. Fucking Ari Lennox, y'all, she killed me. Y'all gotta see this video of Ari Lennox talking about Gayle, Kale, Okra. Y'all, this shit took me out. Just watch it.
But listen, this is about to get real toxic, and I don't give a fuck if I'm canceled forever. I'm about to say some wild shit, because people got me all the way the fuck ass fucked up. Fuck Gayle, and fuck Oprah. Y'all are some self-hating pieces of shit fuck asses. If I have never seen a coon more fucking coonier than goddamn Kale and Okra. I'm over y'all. I don't give a fuck how rich you are, how much you fucking accomplished. You're tearing down the legacies of so many phenomenal, beautiful black men, and I don't fucking have time for it. I'm sick. I'm disgusted. You don't care about black people. Okra, I knew you wasn't shit when the kids was trying to take a picture with you and she was like, oh, I see your little crack phone. Okra, if you don't fucking give that kid a new goddamn phone, if you don't give that little baby.
So Ari Lennox wasn't even the only celebrity who went in. We all heard about Snoop Dogg. He called her a dog face ass. And then Boosie, he just kept saying, I'ma fire her ass up. I'ma fire Gayle ass up. I'ma get high and fire Gayle ass up. His little country ass, y'all. I love Boosie. Little Boosie badass. But yeah, so all these celebrities are hot because it's like, damn, here go another black woman turn down a black man. And Gayle, I know you already know about the rumors about Oprah and how people feel about her. You know, in the famous words of Funky Dineva, she black like this, not like this. You know, shout out to him. I love him, you guys. But yeah, that's what it is. Black like this, like, you know, not like that, because y'all the residential house niggas. Like, that's what it is. You know, networks choose the few black folks for diversity. And it's like every time a black person is there to be interviewed, a black person is the one doing the questions. Gayle, I'm not going to sit there and let you off the hook and sit there and blame it on CBS for them taking it out of, context, because you asked the questions. Now, regardless of the questions being asked, because that is a part of Kobe's history, she technically was doing her job, but you need to consider all of you guys in media and journalism, people who report on stuff. You guys need to understand, it's not just a story. These are people. There is a woman literally grieving her husband and her daughter at the same goddamn time. The man hadn't even been buried yet. Hasn't even been put in the ground. Had a service for him, nothing. And we're sitting here bringing up rape accusations. And Lisa was very good and nipping it in the bud and telling her, look, the case was dismissed. It was left at that. And that's where you guys need to leave it at. For me, personally, I'm with Lisa Leslie on this one. I don't believe it happened. If this woman, first of all, went through all this rape, all this hard shit, and I couldn't imagine, for the victims out there, I'm not trying to victim shame, but just as much there are some of you who do go through this situation and really and honestly, truly have been assaulted, there's that other half who haven't and use it as, use it against somebody. They use it in their advantage. And this woman made this accusation about Kobe and then doesn't show up to testify. You don't show up to testify to a man who is married and you say he raped you and you don't show up to say that he did all these things to you. Obviously, we all know there was some type of settlement. That's usually how it works. But Kobe didn't settle out of, I don't think he settled out of guilt. He admitted to adultery. He said he had sex with the woman. You ain't going to say you had sex with no woman when you got a wife and you ain't got no motherfucking prenup. Like, honestly, Vanessa had him by the balls at that moment. And he admitted to his faults. And if I'm not mistaken, I think an interview did come out about him talking about that situation and owning up to everything that happened. But Gayle, because you were so focused on yourself and focused on the story and looking to push at Lisa Leslie to get that hot button moment, you considered yourself, I don't think there's enough consideration for the people that these stories are about. There's daughters, there's family, there's mothers, people who are still grieving over this man who hadn't even been goddamn buried yet. That's my problem. The timing is insensitive. The push that Gayle that you had on Lisa was shady as fuck. That's all journalism is. It's about, asking enough questions and repetition, and then you throw that little left hook in there and hope that it throws them off. But Lisa was hot and ready for that goddamn interview, and I'm glad that she told him it's dismissed, leave it alone. And the big question is, all these questions about Kobe. He did so many great things. This man has been alive for the 41 years that he's been, or 20, 30 years his career. And what this shit happened almost 20 years ago, while the man was alive, where were the questions? Where were the questions when this man was walking on this earth? Nowhere. Nobody was questioning this man about this incident, calling him a horrible monster, nothing like that. But the minute he dies, literally this tragic death with his daughter, now we got the questions. And, people, Gayle, they say birds of a feather flock together. They already don't fuck with your girl Oprah. And now they looking at you side-eyed too, like, damn, you doing it too? You gonna keep attacking the black men? Now, I'm not against calling out people of color when they fuck up. Like, we honestly need to be holding people accountable when they do mess up. That's how we make our community better. That's how we, as black people, we gotta hold ourselves to a higher standard. Because these Caucasians out here ain't getting ready to do it. They're sitting there watching us fight against each other with fucking popcorn and, letting us all kill each other, burn each other to the ground, because in our DNA, that's what it is. That's how we were brought into this country. Subconsciously, we are crabs in a barrel, and it's hard to work to get out of that mentality, out of success once we get to sit at the table with the goddamn Europeans and the Caucasians, and we've been there for as long as Gayle and Oprah have. Y'all forget about the rest of the world like us, these other niggas out here that is struggling, and, you don't consider everybody. Like, it's so insensitive. I just hate the fact that he wasn't even buried yet. I feel like if this woman even has some serious concerns, has something to say, where the fuck is she at? Hold on, let me focus. Like, Gayle, you got your ass handed to you on this one. We all saw what the hell Snoop Dogg had to say, what Boozy Badass had to say. That Ari Link shit, though, took me out. And then Oprah, we all talking about she's apparently doing that Russell Simmons, documentary or whatever. And it's like, Oprah, you was best friends with Harvey. Where the fuck is that documentary at? Questions. I'll wait, but let's move on. So that's the whole Gayle King situation. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. Like I said, as black folks, I absolutely appreciate LeBron standing up for Lisa Leslie, saying, protect the black women. Gayle, you want to sit there and blame CBS. CBS even dropped a statement saying, oh, they messed up. They're going to be changing, how they do stuff. Blah, blah, blah. It's all political, PC type shit. They know they had to do it because they needed to back Gayle King and apologize to her, because she basically, I don't think had they not apologized for basically screwing her over, not telling her that they dropped that, salacious part of the interview, quote unquote, I think Gayle would have raised hellfire at CBS, because she's their veteran. She is their main, hot ticket. She's their main coin at CBS. And so had they not apologized for basically doing that to her, Gayle would have fucked some shit up, okay? But Gayle, take this as a lesson, honey. Sincerely, niggas, like, don't do this. And you need to apologize to Lisa. I appreciate you doing your little journalistic work and stuff, but take consideration of other people when y'all do these media stories. Like, there are families and lives behind this stuff. And this man, Kobe, was alive to sit there and defend himself and explain what happened. You didn't question him then, so don't question him now. Okay, next story, because that's going to raise my fucking blood pressure, because I would be hurt if I was Vanessa right now. I can't even imagine being in that situation. So real quick, let's talk about Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj. Shoot, they going at it, ain't they? Y'all see the way they going at each other? I swear, y'all look like y'all ready to get a good hate fuck in the backseat of the coupe and, call it a day. Like, y'all still got some feelings for each other. Y'all either had some really crazy, like, rough sex that was good as hell, because the way y'all was just at each other's throat. Like, I even say the jugular, okay? So, here's some of the tweets that, they said and stuff. Nicki Minaj called him a beater, spit on his sister. Apparently, it was recorded, so, bitch, if you made that accusation, I'm gonna need you to follow up with some proof. Meek Mill, he said, girl, how you gonna come for me? Now all of a sudden you wanna call me a beater. It's real convenient now that you got a song coming out. Now, I heard she's getting ready to drop this song, Yikes. I haven't heard it yet, so I'm gonna go take a look. Y'all tell me if you heard it, if y'all like it or not. But Meek Mill talked about, obviously, her brother being a rapist, and she knew about it. That's why he had to leave. He's like, man, the industry know you foul. You a mean-ass woman. You sad. Like, that's why people don't fuck with you in the industry. Now, Nicki Minaj, like, we all know about you and your ways. We know you you know how to slither in there, snake in the grass type shit. You definitely know how to make sure your back is the only one covered. We all know what happened with Remy Ma and Cardi B, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. People got a lot of, shit to say about you and your little foul ass, tendencies. But nonetheless, we all know it started, I guess they ran into each other at the little jewelry place. And Meek apparently did try to squash the beef with her nigga. Like, he tried to walk up and be like, look, hey, let's talk this out. But since he wanted to be all salty in his feelings, shit went left. And then, Nicki Minaj had to say, well, you want to come for my man constantly. And now that you suck Drake's, you feel like you on top of the world and stuff. After a while, Meek was like, man, I'm sitting here next to my pregnant wife arguing with this bitch. Like, I'm a clown. Why did I even give in to this? And that's where it ended. Like, these two hoes, like, Nicki, I ain't gonna lie, this is a little bit of publicity stuff if you ask me, because you said you was retiring. Girl, that was what, 5-6 months ago you said you was retiring? Ain't you supposed to be pregnant and all that type of shit by now? Like, girl, move on. So then, let's talk real quick about Mr. Gervonte Davis, this boxer that yoked his girlfriend up for life. Did y'all see that video? He was not playing. Now, from my understanding, what I heard was she was sitting next to the Money team or like Floyd's team or something like that. And Floyd and him, are enemies. They are adversaries. So if I see you, my baby mama, sitting over there with, niggas I don't fuck with, I got an issue with that, okay? I get it, but damn, don't you yoke. If that was my child and I saw her getting yoked up like that, nigga, I don't care if you a boxer or not, you don't get this hot lead up in your ass. Put your hand on my daughter again like that. Because he tweeted saying, oh, I might have been aggressive, but I had never put, laid hands physically on my baby mama. Like, she the mother of my child. I wouldn't do that type shit. But if you could do that in public, you obviously talk to her or is hella aggressive like that behind closed doors. And now he turned himself in and is apparently getting charged for domestic battery, in a public place. So I bet you regret doing that shit now. You just now getting money, and here you go, fucking it up, yoking your baby mama up by the neck in a goddamn public place. Woo! I tell you, black folks, we gotta do better. Like Snoop Dogg said, we are our worst enemies sometime. Now, Gayle, I'm not gonna say you deserve some of the stuff that people have been saying about you, because just like they say, you shouldn't tear black folks down. We shouldn't tear her down. We should take this, as a lesson learned for her. We should let her learn from this mistake. And this shit better not happen again. That's what I do know, because if it continues happening, that means you just don't give a damn and it's all about your career. And you could give a fuck less about us, po folks down here, because you and Oprah have become the residential house niggas. Don't worry about it, boss. Eyes do it, boss. Like, y'all those type of people right now. Now, Okra, girl, you and this Russell Simmons, like, I can't with her. I can't. Y'all tell me what you think. Is Oprah, no longer for the black folks? Did Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj, do you think they had an abusive relationship? Do you believe Nicki Minaj's accusations? And as far as Gervonte Davis goes, ooh, Lord Jesus, was he was in the wrong for doing that. I'm not even going to ask the question. He definitely was in the wrong. Girl, I feel bad for you, but she knows she's gonna get an extra $10,000 that little damn child support now. She gonna use this all the way up to her little advantage. That was this episode of Daily Squeeze. Y'all tell me what you thought about the topics we discussed today. I appreciate you for tuning in. All my info will be in the description, down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.